Hi everybody, it's Kim. Welcome back to my channel, Touch of Magic. Today I have my package. I have opened it. This is the October release for Simon Says Stamp. So I thought we would start out with a little walkthrough of what the products are and then go from there and see what kind of cards we're going to make this month. Alrighty. My little letter with all the details. And we have, isn't he cute? So this is Yeti or Not. So it's just a little, I think it's like a 3x4 stamp set. Cute little settlement. I don't have dies for this, but I think he wouldn't be too hard to fussy cut. Even just on an oval would be really cute. And what do we have? We have Yeti or Not, It's Christmas. Let's Chill. Have a Yetiful Day. Thanks Snow Much. And then a balloon with a snowflake on it. So that is super cute. And then we have... oh, these are the easy strips, the Reverse Vintage Christmas. Oh, that's neat. It's a very Tim Holtz-y kind of distressed look. And, oh, yeah. Also, the easy rounded rectangles die to go with it. These sets are terrific because you can just cut them all out in one go. And then you've got all those sentiments ready to roll. And we have a little side perch bird. I'm not quite sure how we're going to use any of these yet. They're a little separate, but let's see what we come up with. And then, oh, a nice embossing folder. Their 3D embossing folders are so good. And we have Heirloom Ornaments, or Heirloom, depending on whether you pronounce your H or not. So we've got a nice little embossing folder here. And then we have... printmaking leaves. They've done quite a few of these printmaking sets. They're kind of fun. They're neat layering. Oh, there we go. So these are what will look like when you are done. So the printmaking leaves. I'm going to guess that this might, I don't know, this might have dies that go with it at some point. I don't have those, so we'll just roll with this and see what we get. So that's what we've got. We've got the printmaking leaves. We've got the Heirloom Ornaments, the Side Perch Bird, the Easy Strips Rounded Rectangles, the Reverse Vintage Christmas, and Yeti or Not. So let's see what we create. All right, so I have cards that I've created with the products. Now, the only one I did not use was the Side Perch Bird. Unfortunately, I only received partial die. So that's going to get replaced and then I will have fun playing with it after. But, so with what I do have, I will walk through again. I love these, the Easy Reverse Vintage Christmas strips and the die. I have them cut out. I even foiled some because with that it does the reverse foil. So I've got some hot foiled ones and just some in the black still. And I have them in this little handy case. So those were great. I used those on several cards. And I even did a fun design. I'm going to save that one to last with just that. I have the Heirloom Ornaments embossing folder, which is a wonderful design. I tried a few different techniques that I didn't end up making into cards as yet. The sprays kind of covered everything up. I thought I could use like a white pigment ink on there and pull it back, but it didn't really work. So we'll see what I turn that into at some point. And then some ink blending, but unfortunately when I ran it through a second time, it shifted because I forgot to put adhesive on the back. Pro tip, use adhesive. This one was real fun. So this is with that embossing folder, and I did it where you ink up the part where, so this is where the images are indented, and you can add the ink to this part and it does the background. I have this metallic ink, and this is what I use to ink this up. This is the Encore. I don't think you can get this anymore, this particular version, but it's Tsukinenko. And I believe they have newer versions of this one, a fair bit older, but it still works and I still use it. And I did this on a kind of like a denim blue cardstock. And I really love the way it made it look like a tin ceiling kind of effect. Lots of shine. I did it as a fairly wide border on it because I like that. I thought it made the design and color really stand out. I ran that through my die cut machine probably 3 times to make sure that I had a good layer of the ink on it. This one I used the same ink on the background, but before I ran it through for the background, I ran it through once, and then I colored all of those with colored pencils, just for something different. I don't normally go that detailed, but it was really fun, and it didn't take that long. And same thing, so that metallic background, and then the sentiments, which I didn't hot foil these ones because I liked the black. I thought it made everything pop. Okay, so for this one is the printmaking leaves, which is the layered die set. I will definitely be getting the coordinating dies, or layered stamp set. I will definitely be getting the coordinating dies for this. This is one where I just stamped it out to see how it was working, how it looked, and I really like it. It wasn't hard to line up. The lines are pretty fun, and then I did a card with it. And with this one, I actually offset it, so I just colored it in with some marker because I oopsed. And I liked the blue on the background, kind of like sky, you know, in the fall. And I added some of these. So this is last month, the autumn leaves. And these are neat because they're plates. So it makes cutting out the images really simple. And I just wanted to add a little more depth to it. And the stamps are from this set as well. So the sentiments are from there. And I just did those with the sentiment strips. The next one, he is so cute. And he really wasn't hard to fussy cut, which, you know, I make no bones that I'm not a big fan of fussy cutting. I love the little panel that I had. This was just leftover ink on my mat from painting something, and I just picked it all up. So this is the stamp set, Yeti or Not. And then I just popped him up, and I popped the balloon up. And I have this older set from Simon, the chunky A2 scallop rectangles, which I really love for kind of a fun border like that. And the last one, this one I had a lot of fun with. So for this one, I just used the upper portion of the rounded rectangles, the easy strips, and I had, somewhere on my desk here, I have the remnants. I have some watercolor paper, and I had done a card a little while ago where it was candles. And I used this to pick up the negative off of inking up the stencil, and I ran it through my embossing machine to pick up all the ink off it. So, you know, you ink up a stencil, and then I spritzed it with water and ran it through my machine, and it picked up all of this. So this was the other edge here of a bigger panel. So I ran it through with the top portion here a couple times, and I used one of the negatives for it. I used a negative to do placement. So I used that to help me line up where I wanted everything to go. And that's how I tried to get the spacing correct. And then I had some fun gems in my stash that are multicolored. Those are the Simon Pawsitively Saturated gems. So that is the cards that I made. And the birthday wishes was from a recent stamp set from Simon as well. But anything would work. And I thought about doing it double and popping one panel up so it was a little higher, but I ended up not doing that. But the idea is that something like this is great for your sentiments, but you can also use it just for design elements as well. So that's all of the cards that I made for this month's release. Get some room here. So we have that with just using the dies. We have the printmaking leaves. We've got Yeti or Not, and then we've got 2 with the embossing folder. So some fun this month. I hope you enjoy the release. I will tag everything that I can in the description box below. Thank you for being here today. I appreciate you popping by. If you haven't already, I would appreciate a thumbs up very much. And if you haven't subscribed already, please feel free to do so. And if you do subscribe, you can ring the notification bell, and that will let you know the next time that I put a video up, which should be in a couple days because I did a full video for this one. So thank you. Have a wonderful day. I hope you find some time to craft, and I'll see you again real soon. Bye.